into the next century of industrialization and after digitalization. Akwakoye political parties mienu ya Ghana for impempi no ye so one who is capable of leading this country. It is either the MPP or the NDC. Already, Yenim said the MPP is bringing Dr. Yamutu Bawumia as its flag bearer, whilst the NDC, and so the former president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and Eba. Now, in SMP, and a penifo no, ya did these political parties anymore, eka, ya chirese sans, someone on Ghana for one way, Diane to Muswaba. Now, Enra. The NDC the Jumedi Kessie Bakon Kwashishe so ewo Tamale Abontin so the Tamale Jubilee Park. Now the official launch of the National Democratic Congress's campaign for the 2024 elections. Can say baby former president say when they vote for NDC they are voting for an establishment that is going to channel its resources into probity, accountability, development. Just say, and someone who do be broso. Now, omuye program ni enrewie ye no. Ene day, enyo ma akoso wa Tamale no. The youth and the good people of Tamale, bisa Professor Joshua Labi ye ne woye mahama campaign manager say. And some omo kwakika ye, ene sa video no a ene yaba abonti a ono na ekasa. Intin omo busa na say. Which is which? Why na eka no kra che ne yonko? Na video a me baba kire mu. It is a video of Professor Joshua Alabi campaigning in the north, Tamale to be precise. E bra na wa say, ye beto abade ama no ama na baba ye a presidential candidate or a flag bearer for the NDC. Oka kire konfo ne say, obi a moto abama no a obetumi edi oman so emfie nwotwe na obebu akontamam. Eno obi a moto abama na obebu oman emfie nan pe ya wo mu akonta bia ma because wi a wawie no. Why necessary moto abama? Enya sam keto Professor Joshua Alabi de keka sanse. Enti video yi ena radio bi a Tamale e fe no Tamale Vine Radio eko yi video no ba no mo se body a kire ni pe Tamale se ko fo ye baba gina simpi so lanchi o mo campaign keka nsem yi kire wo mu campaign manager no anka samre bi nsem wo kan yi to mo kan okre just confusion a esi wo Tamale no any confusion kitwa ti yen ko a video of Professor Joshua Alabi convincing people of the north say John Dramani Mahama de say so mo to abama say o mfie nan pe ya onsa ma bi ya ko video ni meto akọ so
and say you see 4 years here 8 years here they were on wefa yes na we see wefa on yes we come to which one will be we see yes I'm back yes 1 years any 8 years we never on wefa yes we see we fine yes na say 8 years na mo pay the best candidate is Professor Joshua Alabi.
Chagu yero we nye audio no akaka se enye Professor Joshua Alabi ne kasa eye video nto obi ahunu se Professor Joshua Alabi ne kasa na video yi circulate no ena the youth of Tamale chirimu a Professor oba ya ha ebe ka kire ye se mahama won amfie nan pe enti no on to me air account to Ghana for dia waye bia sanse on san ma ye ne mu mepetu mi bio ti di opa bi obetumi aye enti ye nto abamawo enti ye den na afa de nura wa wo sai gina simpie so as campaign manager e ka kire ye se ye san to abama se nipa no a wo ba ye nche be ka kire se mfie nan pe no wonti wontumi nya accountable to us ye san to abafama e de nya sam keto wo ko various social media platforms a come and say good video yaseno the good people of Tamale en no ho se no mo ma kwan ma NDC fo betwa ntro sa ate kire wo na djumadie no nyina kwawie na nwumre no e na the fireman countryman songo enso se ne NDC fo mo nye mahama je na de be wo yasem keto a songo nso de bomb left no dia pim mo right yenko Ye countryman so go. After countryman so go, ni abo an audio of Newman Bia and some Bia and this is for boss so. The Tawale Jubilee Park na officially or more launch or more campaign for the 2024 general elections.
More fire. We just say one bed over pa. No time for any imbecility. Debate no. Say ye diano babaye. Ewo. Say you beat me. I shake Ghana and I see a bear Ghana ye a bear president no. Debate no. Ano babaye ni ano babaye no. Or say paso. The debate between Dr. Bawumia and John Mahama must happen. Or say paso. More fire. Or say paso. Yeah. Debate here. Or say paso. A major election. Bia. A very necessary. A group biasu. Say election beba. Na pay for a woman besomia president. Also mutimi tijina. No muchere. No meet my yamae. Ewo Ghana hasenti. Say debate no. Or say baso. Ano babae no. Inipwan say bakusuro. Anaso ubisuro. Anaso ubijame. Or say baso. Bawumia versus mahama. Debate a say we need bit my president. We know what's also a president. What's a basso? A great platform. Yes, it's a great platform. Say two political parties we Mahama ni Bawumia ni NDC ni MPP ni na motimi actually ni amubetimi aye edi Ghana for because any biaba and then moving forward no any biaba nye first na jiwe na to abama me no no policies system ni ye adwuma any biaba it was mutimi kire say ye konko ye nim no any say na wi asisi ye no emu ye din no why ni betima tie gina Ghana mu aye mra maye eye Bawumia na say mahama entimumi no ota mutijina na mudialo babaye ni ehuni why serious or step for the president. Yes, ye kwato abasa debate no se baso hwe mu bia first excuse bia ma or say happy life ma Bawumia first excuse ma mahama first excuse ma mahama any Bawumia supporters na mu di excuse ba na we can say na ayi u debate we ya say na when debate we ya say masa sa no mani nyina yate ho so debate we ya say when debate we ya say yate sa no mani nyina ya bo atu agu so mu mienu si wo mu ye serious mani abrese MPP NDC Bawumia na say mahama be president and na ni bia ba ye pesi ho bia politics ye peso mu dia no baba ye ni ya dwene mu do ya ko school say ye ni abie ya dwene mu abie ye pesi ye tiase nipa wo kire le policies ade obetuma ya Ghana mu bi obia be kire ye mu bia nyane mu bia first excuses bia kasa bia mrabra ho mu bi nyane nipa se basa o just say the best time is now. Also mutimi come policies kire how you handle Ghana the nation upon move first one handle Ghana. O just say every nation bia Europeano major election biano omo eye debate nanu UK debate koso omato abana wie ye huni odi ye o just say obi ansuro nanu eyi America debate koso o just say enukura kan ho na ma ye hu say Biden kura wa yemre o just say debate ni na me hu say Trump kura no bobo Biden from ampa so say Biden wo wai oko ayi Kamara o just say enaba to onu kwa no what any Trump be debate onu kwa say onu Trump be sa tie gina Trump onyane Trump be gina ho eni na debate no adia no baba any policies obeka kire die ni kwa say Bawumia na say mahama obi gane wa obi gane bia no eni kwa say to abama o wa woman maso bia no eni kwa say to abama o wa wan yes debate we bia na woman maso bia no mentia say eni kwa say ne to abama o for protest amudi akire no mamu mpushi wo se mu omonya omoboa mu omonya ni mu the reason why ti amudi wo machi in the next 4 years, we need someone who understands the issues. And not just kasa obi ote say you see bo man and obi ampuntu oba obi an ton o man no mu ye kokko yanim. What I say, the debate between Bawumia and John Mahama no must happen. Also, paso life. Ghana na Ghana will be attending once and say yes. Mahama will be pamaye. Bawumia will be pamaye. We need be pamaye. We need be pamaye. Ni o se ni be si atu ya ba. Na wa be dwane pa de na na ze eni kwa si atu aba ma. Mata wo se mu debate. Wo ba so president. Na ya se ba kire ni a obitima ya ni zu ozo dwane. Mummy no mu pesa mu ye president. Mummy no mu na mukuta dom no. Upe umpe o mu na NDC MPP ni kuta dom no. Te mummy no me kire mu policies ade a mu betima ya amaye. Mu be dia no baba e mu bi anwane debate we. Se debate we amaso a mentiase e wrong e moa enen bia ba wiase. Te wo se Bawumia etigina Mahama tijina no mu dia no baba eni ehuni a okuta policies papa e bobo Ghana ni ato aba no more fire a professional me fire in a professional way, no time for any imbecility jana she be a professional chere wadwene ya time to say bra bi di obi atem a professional fire chere wadwene ye nyina ye to aba ye nyina e Ghana se ni aba no mu nyina be chere no mitimi aye ni hu kwan e be fa so ato aba no. If you are not living in an illusion, when people are hungry, how can you tell them they are satisfied? Uma and the Nyale. And the Nyale. Kakum Malma. Kakanti Yalmana and Teria. Then we can feel the pangs of hunger, and yet this government tells us we are satisfied, and that never in Akufo-Addo's government have people gone hungry. Meanwhile, the statistics clearly show that 8 million of our citizens last year in 2023 went 24 hours without food because they couldn't afford to buy food. Meanwhile, the statistics tell us that almost 2 million of our young people are sitting at home. They are not in school, they are not in education, they are not in training, and they are not in employment. They are just sitting at home idle. And most of them are still living in their parents' houses because they don't have an income to be able to start a life of their own. The statistics tell us that unemployment has risen from just about 8% in 2016 to 14.7%. And yet, they say things have never been this better. And they have the audacity to compare themselves to our first president, Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. How can you compare this useless government that has led Ghana into such crisis to the government of Kwame Nkrumah? The statistics again tell us that things are not well with this country. All the statistics. For a government that said it was going to come with an economic wizard, an economic guru, and that is the reason why he was being brought to stabilize the economy and stabilize the currency. To take the cedi from 4 cedis to 16 cedis and tell us that, clap for us, we've done well. If such a government is not living in an illusion, what else is an illusion? For a government that has taken inflation as far as 54%, and it is currently still above 20%, to tell us that we should clap for them because they've done well. If they are not living in an illusion, then I don't know what an illusion is.
But that is the beauty of democracy. It gives us the opportunity every 4 years to make a change. And the time has come for us to make that change. The time has come for us to reset Ghana. And I believe that 4 years is enough to do the reset of Ghana. We will reset this country so that future generations can come and build on that foundation. Our intention is to ameliorate the damage that has been done. We all saw what happened in the banking sector clean-out. The indigenous capital of Ghanaians in our banking sector was wiped away with one very reckless decision. And so today, most of our people who are working in the banking sector for these banks are today unemployed, and I'm sure there are some of them here. Today, some of them are Uber drivers, some are bakers, some are even driving Aboboya and Mahama Kambo. The time has come for us to make a change. And I've said when we come, we will restore, for those who unjustifiably had their banking licenses withdrawn, we shall restore their licenses to them. So that we can create more employment for our people. The debt restructuring has given people haircuts, and that's what Nana was talking about. Today, the savings of our middle class has been eroded because of the debt restructuring. Our pensioners, and I'm sure there are some of the pensioners here, your provident fund that you used to buy bonds and other things, in order that when you go on pension, you'll be able to buy your medication and be able to look after yourself. Today, this government has endangered your future. Many might not live long because they cannot afford to buy medicines. And this government does not deserve 1 day longer. But our constitution says they still have 5 months to go. But come December, we must take the decision that will change the trajectory of our country. The world is waiting for a signal. Ghana is waiting for a signal. Investors are all holding on because they want to see what will happen in Ghana. We must take a decision on 7th December that shows the world that we're serious people and that we know that our country needs a turnaround. And so 7th December, let us all make sure we come out in our numbers and we vote so that we move this government out. Let us not lose hope. Let us have hope, because I can assure you that the next NDC government is a government that will restore hope and create opportunities for our young people. NDC has the men and the women. And it's not like what the MPP said, we have the men. And we didn't know they were area boys. NDC has capable men and women who are capable of turning our fortunes around. And our first priority is going to be job creation, so that we can create jobs for the teeming youth of this country. And that is why I'm proposing the 24-hour economic policy. The policy is going to be linked with aggressive food production and modernization of our agriculture. And that's what I'm saying. In every district, we're going to create farmer service centers. We will bring the tractors, the planters, the plows, the seeds, the fertilizer. And if you're a farmer, you must register with the center. And at the beginning of the farming season, we'll give you all the inputs that you need so that you can produce your crops. And when you have sold your crops, you come back and pay for the inputs that you have been given. The 24-hour economy is going to be linked to an accelerated export development program. We're going to create agro-processing zones. And we're going to create a new class of agribusiness people. And so all you young people will be encouraged to go into agro-processing. You can buy the food of the farmers, you can process it, package it nicely, either for domestic consumption or for export.